Welcome to English Podcast for Beginners. I'm James.
And I'm Emma. We're so happy you're here today.
Quick question for you. Do you ever feel nervous talking to your family in English? Maybe you want to say something nice, but the words don't come out right.
Yeah, or maybe you need to ask for help, but you're not sure if your English sounds polite.
Well, here's some good news. Today, we solve that problem. In the next 25 minutes, you learn simple, natural phrases for talking with your family every single day.
That's right. By the end of this episode, you know exactly what to say at breakfast, how to make plans for the weekend, and how to ask for help without feeling awkward.
So here's what we cover today. 3 big things. First, you learn morning conversation phrases, how to greet your family and talk about your day.
Second, you discover how to make plans together and agree or disagree in a friendly way.
And third, you practice asking for help politely and sharing your feelings with the people you love.
Now, I want to share something personal. A few years ago, I lived with a family in Canada. Every morning, I want to say good morning and talk about breakfast, but I always feel shy. I worry my English sounds strange.
That's so relatable, Emma. And I bet a lot of our listeners feel the same way, right?
Exactly. But then I learn a few simple phrases and everything changes. Suddenly, I feel confident. I can ask, "What's for breakfast?" or say, "Can you pass the milk?" And it sounds natural.
And that's exactly what happens for you today. You start with small, easy phrases, and soon talking to your family in English feels comfortable and fun.
So let's set expectations. We break this topic into 4 simple parts. Each part gives you real phrases, clear examples, and a chance to imagine using them yourself.
No pressure, no fill-in-the-blank exercises. Just listen, learn, and picture yourself in these everyday situations.
Okay, let me give you your first win right now. Ready?
Here we go. Imagine it's morning. You walk into the kitchen. Your family is there. What do you say?
You say, "Good morning." Simple, right? Now, here's another one. Your mom or your sister is making breakfast. You want to know what's cooking. You ask, "What's for breakfast?"
Perfect. Let me give you one more. You see someone eating toast and you want some too. You say, "Can I have some toast, please?"
See? 3 phrases. Super simple, super useful. You already know how to start a morning conversation in English.
Now think about this. When do you use these phrases? At breakfast, obviously, but also when you visit a friend's house, or when you stay at a hotel, or even when you're at a cafe with your family.
That's the power of learning family conversation English. These phrases work everywhere.
So here's what's coming up next. In part 1, we dive deeper into morning talk. We show you how to ask questions, make small talk about your plans, and respond naturally when someone asks you a question.
And I promise you, by the end of part 1, you'll feel ready to start your day in English with confidence.
Sound good? Let's get started. All right, part 1 is all about morning family talk. This is the time when you see your family at breakfast or when you wake up. You want to sound friendly and natural, right?
Exactly. Morning conversations are usually short and simple. You greet each other, talk about food, and maybe mention your plans for the day.
Let me break this down. The most basic morning phrase is good morning. Everyone knows this one. But after you say good morning, what comes next?
Great question, James. Usually you ask about breakfast or you comment on the weather or the day. For example, you can say, "Did you sleep well?" This shows you care about the other person.
Nice. So we have 2 simple phrases already. Good morning and did you sleep well? These phrases help you connect with your family right at the start of the day.
And here's why this matters. When you start your day with a friendly conversation, everyone feels happy. It makes the whole morning better.
Okay, let's see this in action. I show you 3 short examples. Listen carefully.
Example 1. Imagine you walk into the kitchen. Your dad is there.
You say, "Good morning, Dad."
Your dad says, "Good morning. Did you sleep well?"
You answer, "Yes, I sleep very well. Thank you."
See? Simple and polite. Now, example 2. Your sister is making coffee.
You say, "Good morning. What are you making?"
She says, "I'm making coffee. Do you want some?"
You say, "Yes, please. Thank you."
Perfect. One more example. Your mom asks you a question at breakfast.
She says, "What's your plan today?"
You answer, "I go to work at 9, then I come home at 5.
Easy, right? Notice how all these examples use simple, everyday words.
Now, let me add something important. Here's a common mistake. Some learners say, "Good morning. How are you doing today?" But in a family setting, this sounds a little formal.
That's a good point, Emma. With family, you can be more casual. Instead of, "How are you doing today?" just say, "Did you sleep well?" or "What's your plan today?"
Don't say, "How are you doing today?" Say, "Did you sleep well?" Much more natural for family talk.
All right, now it's practice time. Emma, guide us through this.
Okay, I want you to listen to these sentences and imagine you're in the kitchen with your family. Just observe and picture yourself using these phrases.
Ready? Here we go. Sentence 1. Good morning, Mom. What's for breakfast?
Imagine you say that. Your mom smiles and answers. How does that feel? Comfortable, right?
Sentence 2. Can I have some orange juice, please?
Picture yourself asking this at the table. Someone passes you the juice, you say, "Thank you."
Sentence 3. I go to school today. What about you?
You're asking your brother or sister about their plans. They answer and you have a nice little chat.
Notice how all these sentences are short and clear. You don't need long, complicated words to have a good conversation.
Now, let's make it a little more challenging. Imagine you want to ask 2 questions in a row. For example, "Good morning. Did you sleep well? What's your plan today?"
That's great, Emma. You're combining phrases now. This is exactly how native speakers talk.
And remember, you don't have to speak out loud right now. Just listen and imagine. That's how you learn.
Now, let's apply this. Emma, set up a realistic scenario.
Sure. Imagine this. It's 7 a.m. You walk into the kitchen. Your family is eating breakfast. There's toast, eggs, and coffee on the table.
You want to join them. You want to sound friendly and natural. What do you say?
First, you say, "Good morning." Everyone says, "Good morning" back.
Then you ask, "What's for breakfast today?"
Your mom says, "We have toast and eggs. Do you want some?"
You say, "Yes, please. Can I have some coffee too?"
She says, "Of course. Here you go."
You say, "Thank you." And then you sit down and start eating.
See how smooth that is? You use simple phrases, you're polite, and the conversation feels natural.
Here's your key takeaway for part 1. Morning family talk is all about short, friendly phrases. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need to sound warm and interested.
And you know what? You've got this. You already know these phrases. Now you just need to use them with confidence.
Great work so far. Let's take a quick breath before we move to part 2.
Okay, so you just learned how to start your morning with phrases like "Good morning" and "What's for breakfast?" Those are your building blocks for family conversations.
And now, here's what's next. You know how to greet your family in the morning, but what about the rest of the day? What happens when you want to suggest an activity or make plans together?
That's exactly what we cover in part 2. We teach you how to talk about weekend plans, how to suggest ideas, and how to agree or disagree in a polite, friendly way.
Think about it. When was the last time you wanted to say, "Let's watch a movie together," but you weren't sure if your English sounded natural?
Well, after part 2, you'll know exactly how to do that. Ready?
Let's go. Welcome to part 2. This part is all about making plans together. Maybe it's the weekend or maybe it's after dinner and you want to do something fun with your family.
Right. Making plans is a big part of family life. You suggest an idea, someone agrees or disagrees, and then you decide together. It's simple, but you need the right phrases.
Let me explain. When you want to suggest an activity, the easiest phrase is let's. For example, let's watch a movie or let's go to the park.
That's perfect, James. Let's is short for let us. It's friendly and casual. You use it all the time with family and friends.
Now, after you suggest an idea, the other person usually responds. They might agree and say, "That sounds good," or "Yes, let's do that."
Or they might disagree politely. For example, they say, maybe later, or I'm a little tired right now.
See, you don't need complicated words. Just let's, that sounds good, and maybe later. These phrases are enough.
And here's why this matters. When you know how to make plans in English, you feel more connected to your family. You can suggest ideas, listen to their opinions, and have fun together.
Okay, let's demonstrate this. I give you 3 short examples. Listen carefully.
Example 1. It's Saturday morning. You want to go shopping with your sister.
You say, "Let's go shopping today."
Your sister says, that sounds great. What time?
You say, "Maybe at 2 p.m.?"
She says, perfect. Let's go at 2.
Nice. Example 2. It's evening. You want to watch TV with your brother.
You say, let's watch a movie tonight.
Your brother says, "I'm a little tired. Maybe we can watch it tomorrow."
You say, okay, no problem. Tomorrow sounds good.
See how polite that is? He disagrees, but he suggests another time, and you accept his idea. That's how family conversations work.
One more example. Your family is deciding what to eat for dinner.
Your dad says, "Let's order pizza tonight."
You say, that sounds great. I love pizza.
Your mom says, "Maybe we can add some salad too."
You say, yes, that's a good idea.
Perfect. Everyone shares their opinion and you make a plan together.
Now here's a common mistake. Some learners say, we should watch a movie. That sounds a little formal or bossy.
Exactly. Don't say, "We should watch a movie." Say, "Let's watch a movie." It sounds friendlier and more natural.
All right, practice time. I want you to imagine these situations. Just listen and picture yourself saying these phrases.
Ready? Sentence 1. Let's go to the park tomorrow.
Imagine you say this to your family. They smile and say, yes, that sounds great. How does that feel?
Sentence 2. That sounds great. I love that idea.
Picture someone suggesting a plan and you respond with this phrase. You sound positive and excited.
Sentence 3. Maybe we can do it on Sunday.
You're suggesting a different time because you're busy. This is polite and helpful.
Now, let's make it a bit more challenging. Imagine you want to combine 2 ideas. For example, let's go to the park and have a picnic.
That's excellent. You're adding more details now. This makes your conversation richer and more interesting.
And remember, you don't have to say everything perfectly. Just use simple phrases and you sound natural.
Okay, let's apply this. Imagine it's Friday night. Your family is sitting in the living room. Everyone is relaxed.
You want to suggest an activity for Saturday. What do you say?
You say, let's do something fun tomorrow.
Your mom says, "That sounds good. What do you want to do?"
You say, maybe we can go to the beach.
Your dad says, "I love that idea. Let's go in the morning."
You say, perfect, let's leave at 9 a.m.
And everyone agrees. You made a plan together and it feels easy and natural.
Here's your key takeaway for part 2. Making plans is about suggesting ideas with let's, responding with that sounds good, and being polite when you disagree.
You've got this. These phrases work in so many situations, not just with family. You can use them with friends, coworkers, or anyone.
Fantastic work. Let's keep going.
So, you now know how to make plans with phrases like, let's go to the park, and that sounds good. You're building real conversation skills.
But here's the thing. Sometimes you need help with something. Maybe you need someone to do a chore, or maybe you want help with homework. How do you ask politely?
That's what part 3 is all about. We teach you how to ask for help and favors in a way that sounds natural and respectful.
Think about it. Have you ever wanted to say, "Can you help me with this?" but you worry you sound too direct or rude?
After part 3, you never worry about that again. Let's dive in.
Here we go. Welcome to part 3. This is where you learn to ask for help. In every family, people ask each other for favors. It's normal and natural.
That's right. Maybe you need help carrying something heavy, or maybe you want someone to help you cook dinner. The key is to ask politely and clearly.
Let me break this down. The most common way to ask for help is to say, "Can you help me?" or "Can you please?" For example, "Can you please wash the dishes?"
Perfect. The word please makes your request polite. You can also say, could you? This sounds a little more formal, but it's still friendly. For example, could you take out the trash?
Now, after you ask for help, the other person usually responds. They might say, "Sure, no problem," or "Of course, I can help."
Or sometimes they're busy, so they say, I'm sorry, I'm busy right now. Maybe later? And that's okay. It's polite and honest.
Exactly. The rule is simple. When you ask, use "Can you please?" or "Could you?" When you respond, say "Sure" or explain why you're busy.
And here's why this matters. When you ask for help politely, people feel respected. They're happy to help you, and that makes your family relationships stronger.
Okay, let's demonstrate. I give you 3 examples. Listen carefully.
Example 1. You're in the kitchen. You need help carrying a heavy pot.
You say to your brother, "Can you please help me carry this pot?"
He says, sure, no problem. Where do you want it?
You say, "On the table, please. Thank you so much."
Nice. Example 2. It's evening. The trash is full.
You say to your sister, "Could you take out the trash, please?"
She says, I'm sorry, I'm doing homework right now. Can I do it in 10 minutes?
You say, "Yes, that's fine. Thank you."
See? She's busy, but she explains and offers a solution. That's polite and respectful.
One more example. You're making dinner, and you need help cutting vegetables.
You say to your mom, can you please help me cut these vegetables?
She says, "Of course, I love helping in the kitchen."
You say, thank you, I really appreciate it.
Perfect. Notice how everyone is polite and kind? That's the goal.
Now, here's a common mistake. Some learners say, help me, without please or can you. That sounds rude or demanding.
Exactly. Don't say, "Help me." Say, "Can you please help me?" It sounds much better.
All right, practice time. Emma, guide us.
Okay, I want you to imagine these situations. Listen and picture yourself asking for help.
Ready? Sentence 1. Can you please help me with my homework?
Imagine you ask your brother or sister. They smile and say, "Sure." How does that feel? Great, right?
Sentence 2. Could you pass me the salt, please?
You're at the dinner table. Someone passes you the salt. You say, "Thank you." Simple and polite.
Sentence 3. I'm sorry, I'm busy right now. Can I help you later?
You're busy, so you explain politely. The other person says, "No problem." This is respectful communication.
Now, let's make it more challenging. Imagine you need to ask 2 things at once. For example, Can you please help me clean the kitchen and wash the dishes?
That's great. You're combining two requests. This is very natural in family conversations.
And remember, even if you make a small mistake, people understand you. Just be polite and everything works out.
Okay, let's apply this. Imagine it's Sunday afternoon. Your family is at home. You're cleaning the house.
You need help moving furniture. What do you say?
You walk to your dad and say, "Dad, can you please help me move the sofa?"
He says, sure, where do you want to move it?
You say, "To the other side of the room, please."
He helps you and you say, thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
He says, "You're welcome, anytime."
See how smooth that is? You ask politely, he helps, and you thank him. That's perfect family communication.
Here's your key takeaway for part 3. Asking for help is easy when you use "can you please" or "could you." Always say please and thank you, and people are happy to help.
You're doing amazing. These phrases make your family conversation so much better.
Great work. Let's move forward.
So now you know how to ask for help with phrases like, can you please help me? And could you take out the trash? You're sounding more natural every minute.
But here's something important. Family conversations aren't just about plans and chores. Sometimes you need to share your feelings, celebrate good news, or comfort someone who feels sad.
That's exactly what Part 4 covers. We show you how to express emotions, offer support, and build deeper connections with the people you love.
Think about it. When was the last time you wanted to say, "I'm proud of you," but you weren't sure how to say it in English?
After Part 4, you know exactly how. This is the final piece of the puzzle. Let's finish strong.
Here we go.
Welcome to Part 4, the final part. This is where you learn to share feelings and offer support. This is what makes family relationships strong and meaningful.
That's right. Sometimes your brother gets a good grade at school and you want to say something nice. Or your sister feels sad and you want to comfort her. These moments are important.
Let me explain. When you want to celebrate something good, you can say, I'm proud of you, or that's amazing, well done. These phrases show you care.
And when someone feels sad or worried, you can say, "Are you okay?" or "I'm here if you need me." These words offer comfort and support.
Perfect, Emma. You can also express gratitude. For example, thank you for your help, or I really appreciate you. These phrases make people feel valued.
See, it's not complicated. You just need a few key phrases to express your feelings clearly and warmly.
And here's why this matters. When you share feelings with your family in English, you build trust and connection. Your relationships grow stronger, and everyone feels happier.
Okay, let's demonstrate. I give you 3 examples. Listen carefully.
Example 1. Your brother passes a difficult exam.
You say, "I'm so proud of you. You work really hard."
He smiles and says, thank you. That means a lot to me.
See, you celebrate his success and he feels great.
Example 2. Your sister looks sad. She sits alone in her room.
You knock on the door and say, "Are you okay? Do you want to talk?"
She says, I feel a little stressed about school.
You say, "I understand. I'm here if you need me."
She says, thank you. That helps.
Perfect. You offer comfort without forcing the conversation. That's respectful and kind.
One more example. Your mom cooks a delicious dinner for the family.
You say, "Thank you for this wonderful meal. I really appreciate it."
She says, you're welcome. I'm happy you like it.
Now here's a common mistake. Some learners say, "You are good," when they want to praise someone. But that sounds a little strange.
Exactly. Don't say you are good. Say you're doing great or I'm proud of you. These phrases sound much more natural.
All right, practice time. Emma, guide us. Okay, I want you to imagine these situations. Listen and picture yourself sharing feelings with your family.
Ready? Sentence 1. I'm so proud of you.
Imagine your sister or brother achieve something great. You say this to them. How do they feel? Happy, right?
Sentence 2. Are you okay? I'm here if you need me.
Someone in your family looks worried. You ask this with a caring voice. They feel supported and loved.
Sentence 3. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate you.
You're thanking your parents or family members for their help. They smile and say, "You're welcome." It feels warm and meaningful.
Now, let's make it more challenging. Imagine you want to combine phrases. For example, I'm so proud of you. You work really hard and you deserve this success.
That's excellent. You're adding more emotion and detail. This makes your message even stronger.
And remember, you don't need perfect words. Just speak from your heart and people understand.
Okay, let's apply this. Imagine it's Friday evening. Your family is sitting together in the living room. Your dad just finishes a big project at work.
You want to celebrate with him and show you're proud. What do you say?
You look at your dad and say, "Dad, I hear about your project. I'm so proud of you."
He says, thank you. It's a lot of work, but it's finally done.
You say, "You work very hard. You deserve a rest."
Your mom says, yes, let's do something fun this weekend to celebrate.
You say, "That sounds great. Let's go to the park or have a special dinner."
Everyone smiles and feels happy. You combined everything you learned today, making plans, expressing feelings, and celebrating together.
See how all the parts connect? You use morning phrases, planning phrases, polite requests, and emotional expressions. You're a complete communicator now.
Here's your key takeaway for part 4. Sharing feelings is simple when you use phrases like, I'm proud of you, are you okay, and I appreciate you. These words build strong family bonds.
You're doing amazing work. You now have all the tools you need to talk to your family in English every single day.
Congratulations! You finish all 4 parts. Now let's wrap up with some final encouragement.
What a journey today! You learned so much in just 25 minutes.
Let's recap. You now know how to greet your family in the morning with good morning and what's for breakfast.
You know how to make plans with "Let's go to the park" and respond with "That sounds good."
You know how to ask for help politely with can you please help me and could you take out the trash?
And you know how to share your feelings with "I'm proud of you," "Are you okay?" and "I appreciate you."
These are powerful phrases, and the best part, you can use them right now, today, with your family.
That's right. You don't need to wait. The next time you see your family, try one of these phrases. Start small. Say "Good morning" with confidence, or ask "What's your plan today?"
And when you do that, you notice something amazing. Your family responds, you have a conversation, and you feel proud of yourself.
Here's what I want you to remember. Speaking English with your family is not about perfection. It's about connection. It's about building relationships and feeling comfortable in your daily life.
You already have everything you need. You have the phrases, you have the examples, and most importantly, you have the confidence.
So here's our challenge for you. This week, practice at least one conversation with your family in English. It can be at breakfast, or during dinner, or while you're cleaning the house together.
Just try it. You'll be surprised how natural it feels.
And if you love this episode and you want to learn more, we have a simple request. Subscribe to our channel. Why? Because we make new episodes every week to help you practice your English in real-life situations.
Next episode, we talk about shopping conversations. You learn how to ask for prices, compare products, and talk to store staff confidently. It's super practical.
So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join us next time.
And remember, every conversation you have in English makes you better. Every single one. You're doing great.
We believe in you. Keep practicing, keep improving, and keep enjoying the journey.
Good work today. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe to the channel and keep practicing your English every day.
See you next time.
Bye for now.